Election day is coming up with plenty of big decisions to be made. One that many are concerned with, our school systems. Our city stalwart sat down with some of our local Board of Education candidates and asked what they have planned. Sydney?
Mike, Alabama is one of the lowest ranking states when it comes to public education. So I sat down with Madison County District 3 Board of Education candidates and I asked them what changes they think they can bring. According to the U.S. News and World Report, Alabama ranks next to last in public education, number 49 in primary education and 47 in higher ed. And our state is dead last in public school math. I asked the candidates what specific challenges they think we face in terms of public education here in Alabama.
Money. That's the lifeblood. Unfortunately, I mean, that's just the way of the world, but we have got to put more into education.
You know, we have great colleges that mean a lot, but the schools are, graduating kids and that are not college ready.
How important are the concerns of parents?
I share their same concerns because I am a parent of District 3 kids. Like I said, I went to the schools in District 3. I graduated from District 3 schools, so I know the needs of our district.
Unlike some locations, they demand that their child's classes and curriculum match up with the best.
How will the board decide which issues to tackle first?
Of course, math and science here in Huntsville is priority as far as curriculum.
Of course, safety should be on all 5 board members and the superintendents, daily.
I asked their views on special education and which challenges we face here in District 3.
They need to receive the same education, the same training, the same involvement and amount of time as the mainstream students.
We can always improve everything. I mean, from the smallest thing to the biggest thing. We always need to improve on everything and make sure that special education kids have what they need.
Be sure to head to the polls next Tuesday and cast your vote not just for Board of Education, but for all our local campaigns. Putting the Valley first, I'm Cindy Stallworth, WZDX News.